Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai. So he has appeared Swaparshada Priya Dhama, and along with his own Dhama, Navdeep Dham, he has manifested in the material world. And what is function? Atyanta durlabha prema karivare dan. That love which has never been offered before for a long time. Anirpita charim charad karunavati nakalu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to best to that highest perfection of love for Krishna. That is only and the most wonderful gift Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is offering. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is appearing in the form of devotee, he is more merciful than Krishna. Because if you go to Krishna, akamo sarvakamo va mokshakamo daradhi tivrena bhakti yogena jajeta purusha param. That you have any desire, you have no desire or desire for liberation, you worship Krishna, he'll give you. But can you imagine Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He won't bestow any other mercy than pure Krishna Prem. He will not give any material benefit. No? What are the pastimes? Pastimes of Kal Krishna Das. He was attracted to material enjoyment. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dragged him out of that place. And for example of Mukunda, he was discussing different scriptures. He was discussing Mayavad philosophy. Yoga sister. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, I not give my mercy to him. He's discussing Mayavad. So Mahaprabhu will not tolerate anything lesser than pure desire for serving Krishna. So that's why he's more merciful than Krishna. Krishna may give this, that, okay, but that is ultimately cheating actually. When Lord fulfill our material desires, he's cheating us. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because appearing as devotee, and devotees will never cheat us. So that's how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is even more merciful than Lord Krishna. You can be safe. You can go and ask anything to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and you can be sure that Mahaprabhu will not listen to your material desires. He'll slap us. But there's a lot of fear. You go to Krishna and ask material desires, then there is a danger that Krishna may fulfill the material desires of a devotee. So there's a little danger there. We want to be careful while serving Krishna. Am I clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhu. Understood.
Clear, Prabhu. In between, the net was so
Yes.
very weak. Okay.
Now okay.
It will be nice if some devotees could also be, on with their videos on, right? Yeah, I can see the facial expression. I can understand. Okay, how we're going ahead. Yeah, so I request those who are possible, please be present. Yeah, I'll become purified by taking your darshan. Gangara parasha hoile paschatta pavan. Darshane pavitra karo ye tomar gun. So many people might be missing Kumbh Mela there. Oh, so many Indians are going there, crores of Indians. But to get purified, you got to go to Ganga, actually. But just by seeing Vaishnava, so just by seeing all of you, actually, Darshane pavitra karo ye tomar gun. Just by seeing a Vaishnava, one gets purified. Such a auspicious glory of a Vaishnava. Hare Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come here to bestow this most rare form of mercy in the form of pure love for Krishna. Atyant durlabha prema karivare dhan sikhaya sharanagatiri bhagatera pran. He's teaching us by his own example how to surrender unto Krishna, how to offer everything to Krishna. So this Krishna's mercy, or what is this Krishna's mercy, and the highest form of Krishna's mercy is being described in this section here. You're all studying right now, section of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai dialogues. So in this section, we find Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's on the South India Yatra, and at the place called Rajmundri. I think most of you are aware of that place because most of the devotees here are Telugu devotees actually. So this section is very nice because Mahaprabhu is in your land actually. He has come to Telugu Desh, right? He's appeared in. He's at Rajmundry. He's at the bank of Godavari, and Mahaprabhu is having this wonderful dialogue with Srila Ramandarai. So it's mentioned in Bhagavatam that Parasparanukathanam Pavanam Bhagavad Yashaha Mitho Ratir Mithas Nivrittir Mitha Atmana. There's Paraspara Anukathanam. Actually, one should associate with devotees. Actually, one should learn how to associate with devotees of the Lord by gathering with them to chant the glories of the Lord. Paraspara Anukathanam. We should come together and discuss the pastimes of the Lord. That's what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us by having this wonderful Harikatha. It was not always assembly. You find Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sitting alone with Ramananda Rai, and then he's sitting alone with Rupa Goswami, and then he's sitting alone with Sanatana Goswami, then he's sitting alone with Gadadhar Pandit, and then he's sitting alone with Haridas Thakur. He's sitting alone with Sarabham Bhattacharya. He's sitting alone with Sarup Damodar Goswami sometimes. And many times there is assembly of more devotees. So there's one devotee or there are more devotees. It doesn't matter so much actually. But what matters is what are we discussing? There's one person or there are many people, but the topic of discussion should be pure Harikatha. That's not being exhibited by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Paraspara Anukathanam. Paraspara Anukathanam Pavanam Bhagavad Yashaha. Mitha Ratihi. Mitha Tushti. Nivritti. Mitha Atmanaha. So there is this process of coming together and describing the pastimes of the Lord and discussing the pastimes of the Lord is the most purifying, it says. It's the most purifying. Pavanam. There's nothing more purifying than coming together and discussing the pastimes of Krishna. And that's what we do. That's what we see in the scriptures. The gopis, as soon as Krishna is going to the forest, we are learning recently Yugal Gita. And the first sloka of Yugal Gita, Gopya Krishne Vanam Yate Tamanudrata Chetasaha Krishna Lila Pragayanto Ninyur Dukkena Vasaran. Gopya Krishna Vanam Yate Tamanudrata Chetasaha. As soon as Krishna goes to the forest, their mind is so fast. Their mind is also running towards that forest behind Krishna. And they are extremely distressed that Krishna is far from them. They have to tolerate every single moment in separation from the Lord. So how do they overcome this misery of separation from the Lord? Krishna Lila Pragayanto Ninyur Dukkena Vasaran. They come together and Krishna Lila Pragayanto loudly chant the glories of Krishna. Krishna Lila Pragayanto Ninyur Dukkena Vasaran. And in this way, they overcome whole day. Vasaran means entire day. So in this way, they overcome the misery of the day by coming together and chanting the glories of Krishna. So right from the gopis, we see they coming together and discussing these pastimes of Krishna, and then we find Vidura and Maitreya sitting together and chanting the glories of Krishna, and then we say this one-to-one conversation actually, right? Even Bhagavatam is mostly, all the sages are just listening, but it's a one-to-one conversation. Shukdev Goswami is speaking and Parikshit Maharaj is hearing and asking questions. And again, we see in Bhagavatam, Sutta Goswami Pad is speaking, and Shaunaka Rishi is asking all these questions, beautiful questions. So this is very important. As soon as there's little opportunity, as soon as we are together, how can we convert our conversations into pure Krishna Leela? How can we start, get into the heart of devotional service, where lies, the heart of devotional service is the beautiful and the most wonderful pastimes of Krishna. And the expertise of a devotees is how gradually any topic gradually get into the conversations about Krishna. As soon as the initial pleasantries are over, that's what we see in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime with Ramananda Rai. Initial pleasantries are there, immediately they are getting into the deepest and most confidential truths about the Lord. So this is very nice. Many times what happens is, many times people, we get to meet each other and generally pleasantry talk goes very, very long, or sometimes there's only a what happening there, how's going on there, how's going on here, but there's no Krishna Katha in that conversation. How much, when we come together, how much we're discussing something most nectarine, what we can discuss. So many times, even the counseling actually, sometimes there is a counseling and younger devotees approach senior devotees, and a lot of time goes just by hearing about the problems and then giving so many solutions. Ideal is actually if you can have at least little bit, or if possible, as much as possible, discussion of Bhagavatam. And we'll find that many of the answers are hidden in Bhagavatam actually. When we discuss Bhagavatam, there are so many sections relevant to so many material problems, spiritual solutions. So many sections are there. If we get into Bhagavatam, then we feel so nourished. So generally counseling sometimes feel little draining, because you hear so much of material and your material advice is draining. But in your counseling, if you can discuss Krishna Leela, of course, like we have to address material situations, then we have to address it definitely. But as we're discussing, wherever it's possible, if we can come back to Bhagavatam and let's read Bhagavatam together. Even we are going to meet somebody, like I just coming from some devotee actually. He's also working in a Middle East and he had this bypass operation recently. He's our great, he's wonderful well-wisher. So I went to his home and definitely there is discussion here, there. And then we opened Chaitanya Mangala and we were reading a little bit from Chaitanya Mangala and discussing a little bit about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that was very nice. So what I'm going to remember in the end is about what I discuss about the Lord. That's what the soul wants actually. Soul has nothing to do with any other topics apart from the Lord. The spiritual hunger can only be quenched by discussing the topics about Lord Krishna. So it's very important that whenever there is an opportunity, whenever we meet, we have to be very expert to bring Krishna Leela. Sometimes people complain, oh, I went there and they were just discussing material things. Actually, we should also be very ingenious. We should also be very innovative and expert in bringing pastimes of the Lord to the forefront, actually introducing in some or another way and engaging people in discussing Harikatha. And if two great devotees meet, then definitely there will only be Harikatha. That's what we're seeing here, that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramanand Rai, they are the greatest devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the mood of a devotee, and Ramanand Rai is also, he's a Vishaka Sakhi, was appeared as a Ramanand Rai. So this shloka, Srila Prabhupada, the disciples of Prabhupada translated as, one should learn how to associate with devotees of the Lord by gathering with them to chant the glories of the Lord. So it is talking about, it's being translated how to, one should learn how to associate with the devotees of the Lord. So we got to learn this technique of introducing Krishna Leela. And thus, by thus encouraging one another, they're able to give up material sense gratification, which is the cause of all sufferings. They feel mutual happiness and satisfaction. So when we come together and discuss Krishna Leela, we find mutual satisfaction, mutual happiness, and relief from itching sensation of material sense gratification. We're relieved. That is the benefit of coming together and discussing. Machitta madgata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayanta shamam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So Krishna mentions what is the state of his devotee. Machitta, they given their hearts to me. Madgata prana, they given their lives to me. Bodhayanta parasparam, they are always enlightening each other with the wonderful topics of Krishna. Bodhayanta parasparam kathayanta shamam nityam. And in this way, they are always talking about me. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. In this way, they find greater and greater satisfaction. So here, in this chapter, there are glories of pure devotion service, the glories of love of Brajvasi, specifically the glories of love of Gopis of Vrindavan, and specifically the glory of love of Srimati Radharani, being highlighted by Srila Ramananda Rai. Just a second. Just trying to open this chapter. So you generally share, how do you do, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, we sometimes recite verses, we share the Veda base. And
Who shares,
we'll
Prabhuji?
we are sharing, Prabhu. We are sharing. Sometimes Prabhuji also shares. Anyway, if you want us to share,
You
we
can
will
share, Prabhuji, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Sure,
share, Prabhuji.
Sure. Just give me 1 minute, Prabhu. I'll share. I think, Prabhu, we are from verse number 65 up to verse number 65 we completed, right, Prabhu? Last time, so 97. 97. I think we completed last time. Prabhu, you are able to see the screen, Prabhu?
Krishna Prabhu,
Yes.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Prabhu.
118 onwards. After
118.
saying that Radharani is Radharani is a topmost devotee.
118, huh?
I mean, 118 onwards.
Okay, 118.
Yeah, can you please, read some translations? I'll just getting down from the cab, and then we'll continue. I'm hearing all of you.
Yes. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, 8.118. Ebe se janilun satya sadhana nirnaya. Age aare acha kichu sunite manahaya. Translation. Now I have come to understand the sublime goal of life and the process of achieving it. Nevertheless, I think that there is something more ahead and my mind is desiring to have it. Text number 119. Krishnera Swarupa Kaha Radhara Swarupa Rasa Kon Tattva Prema Kon Tattva Rupa. Translation. Kindly explain the transcendental futures of Krishna and Srimati Radharani. Also explain the truth of transcendental melos and the transcendental form of love of Godhead. Text number 120. कृपा करिए तत्व कहाते हमारे तमा विना केहा इहा निरूपिते नरे. Translation. Kindly explain all these truths to me, but for yourself no one can ascertain them. Somebody else want to recite, please?
Hare Krishna.
121.
Yes, Prabhuji, please proceed, Prabhu.
121, Prabhuji. Okay.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Jaya kahe iha ami kichud na jani. Tumi ye kaha wo yes kahi ami vani. Translation. Sri Ramananda Rai replied, I do not know anything about this. I simply vibrate the sound you make me speak. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please continue to more.
Yeah. Verse number 122. Tomara shichaya padiyena shuka padha. Sachat Ishvara tumi ke bulche tomara nada. Translation. I simply speak like a parrot, whatever instructions you have given me. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. Who can understand your dramatic performances? Hare Krishna. Verse number 123. Hridaye perana kara jifaya kahavo vani kikahiye Bhalamanda kichud na jani. Translation. You inspire me within the heart and make me speak with the tongue. I do not know whether I am speaking well or badly. Hare Krishna. Verse number 124. Prabhu kahe mayavadi amita sannyasi bhakti tattva nahi jani mayavade bhasi. Translation. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am a Mayavadi in the renounced order of life, and I do not even know what transcendental loving service to the Lord is. I simply float on the ocean of Mayavada philosophy. Hare Krishna. Somebody else want to read? Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. 125.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In the text, 1 minute, please. Yeah. 128, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
25.
Yes, yes. So this is such a wonderful feeling between
Sir,
am I audible, Prabhu?
Sarvabhauma Sange. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. So this is such a wonderful dealing between Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, where both are mutually glorifying each other, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu want to hear from Ramananda Rai. We can learn a little bit from here, because generally we are very eager to share, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although being a Supreme Lord, the two reasons actually I can see here. Of course, there might be many, because Ishwar Leela Koti Samudra Gandhir, one can never understand how many purposes Lord fulfills through a single Leela. So here in this pastime, one is definitely Lord is exhibiting the nature of a devotee, that he's eager to learn from each and every single devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although being a Supreme Lord, he is making Srila Ramananda Rai speak about the most confidential truths of relations between Krishna and Srimati Radharani and their tattva, Krishna's tattva and Radharani's tattva. And also one more thing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually want to glorify his devotees. So he used different devotees for enlightening different topics about Krishna consciousness. He has used Haridas Thakur for glorifying the names of Krishna, and he has utilized Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad for revealing the Sambandha Gyan. Rupa Goswami Pad revealing Abhidheya Gyan. And which devotee has been utilized by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Which are some others you heard? Hare Krishna. So there is also conversation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvam Bhattacharya. But of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaking in that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu speaking in that mostly. But actually, through all these devotees, he revealed so many confidential truths, and he has glorified all these devotees. And now here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is making Srila Ramananda Rai speak, and we can truly understand actually how are the dealings between Vaishnavas. Then they meet each other. Here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is criticizing himself. What I am just a Mayavadi sannyasi. I was with Sarvam Bhattacharya discussing Shukshka Tarka Gyan. What can I speak about Srimati Radharani and Sri Krishna? The devotee is so humble. But at the same time, when such opportunity is there, we can also see from Prahlad Maharaj's pastime actually. Prahlad, he says Brahma Adaya Suragana Muniyot Siddha Satvaikatan Gatayo Vachasam Pravahe Naraditum Puruge Adunadi Pipru Kim Toshtumarati Same Hare Rugra Jate. That, oh Lord, these demigods, Brahma, Shiva, Narada, they are all standing there. They are in Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Agni, Surya. They are in pure mode of goodness, eloquent Sanskrit, and they are so cultured. They are in prominent mode of goodness, Sattva-guna. And here I am, son of Hiranyakashipu, born in a Asura Jati, Ugra Jati, Hare Rugra Jati. And I have no good qualities, and I don't know Sanskrit, and I'm just a child. What can I glorify? You asked me to glorify, but how can I glorify? Prahlad Maharaj speaking these words. But later, Prahlad Maharaj says, because this opportunity is given to me, I'll not give up this opportunity to glorify Lord. Later, Nicho, Jaya, this beautiful shloka comes there. So he's taking this opportunity to glorify. Although I was born in a demonic family, Tasmadaham Vigadavikala Ishwarasya Sarvatmana mahi grunam yatha manisham nicho jaya gunavisarganu pravishta uyetayena hi pumana nuvarnitena. So sometimes devotees we ask, Prabhu, you please speak. And he said, no, bro, I'm so unqualified, I can't speak. No, you speak. No, I'm so unqualified. So definitely we should feel ourselves that I'm so unqualified. At the same time, if it's instruction, we should speak. So here, that's what Prahlad Maharaj is doing. And Prahlad Maharaj is telling, although I'm born in a demoniac family, but now I'm going to glorify the Lord. Therefore, although I was born in a demonic family, I may without a doubt offer prayers to the Lord with full endeavor, as far as my intelligence allows. So I want to take this opportunity to offer these prayers to the Lord, as per my intelligence allows. Anyone who has been forced by ignorance to enter into material world may be purified of material life if he offers prayers to the Lord and hears Lord's glories. So hearing the glories of the Lord and offering prayers to the Lord is the highest beneficial activity one can do in the material world. So if given an opportunity to glorify the Lord, will not take this opportunity? He's telling, okay, for my own purification, by discussing, by glorifying the Lord, my heart will be cleansed. So I'll take this opportunity and I'll glorify the Lord. And such eloquent and wonderful glorification followed after prayer by Prahlad Maharaj. So this lesson here, that although Ramananda Rai is quoting that he's not qualified and can't speak, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually want to listen from Ramananda Rai, and he makes him speak, and ultimately Ramananda Rai, he accepts that actually, and he start glorifying, or he start explaining the tattva of Shri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. We find here in their dealings. We'll read a little bit more, few translations. Prabhu.
Sure, Prabhu. Yes, I will share the screen.
So many times seva is given. Devotees like, can you please clean the temple? Can you please? So for everything, some devotees say, no, I'm so unqualified. I can't do this. No, you do it for your own purification. Sometimes, one is asked to lead as well. Can you please lead? Can you please serve in this way? So if given, we should do it as a service. Okay, this is my service, and it's for my own purification. Sarvama Sanghe Mora Mana Nirmal Thaila Krishna Bhakti Tattva Ka Hatha Hare Puchila. Due to association of Sarvama Bhattacharya, my mind has become enlightened. Therefore, I asked him about truths of transcendental loving service to Krishna. So he's glorifying Sarvama Bhattacharya. See, he has preached him. He has become devotee, Sarvama Bhattacharya, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in return is telling, because of him, I became Krishna conscious. This is conscious of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How devotee is so expert in giving all credits to other and accepting no credit for oneself. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu made him a devotee, and now he's telling, because his company I become a devotee. Teho kahe aami nahi jani Krishna katha sabe Ramananda jane teho nahi etha. Sarvama Bhattacharya told me, I do not actually know about the topics of Lord Krishna. They are all known only to Ramananda Rai, but he is not present here. So the one Chaitanya Charitamrita is very wonderful, because Bhagavad Gita describes about the teachings of the Lord. Bhagavatam describes about the activities of the Lord. As Chaitanya Charitamrita describes the heart of the Lord. What is the heart of the devotee? The Lord who is appearing as a devotee. What is his heart? How Lord feels love for his devotees, and how a devotee feels love for the Lord. The whole heart is revealed in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And how are the dealings? We get so much practical guidance actually when we are here in this world and we are associating with devotees. What should be our consciousness? How should we speak with each other? How should we glorify each other? How should we serve each other? How should we give credits to each other? So if we just read Chaitanya Charitamrita, we'll get so many wonderful lessons, because it's just 500 years back it has happened actually, and the pastimes are so relevant. They're almost like here in any yatra, that how the conversations can happen. The same way we can find similar conversations in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Tomar thaniya ailana tomar mahima shuniya tumi mor stuti kar sannyasi janiya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, after hearing about your glories, I come here to your place, but you offering me words of praise out of respect for a sannyasi, one in the renounced order of life. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sannyasi, and here we find that Ramananda Rai, who is in the role of a tax collector, who is like a government official, he's not a tax collector, sorry, he is a government official, he is a governor. He is here telling, he's offering respect to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because generally Grihastha is supposed to offer respect to sannyas. But because he's offering respect, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking, oh, no, are you not going to tell these pastimes to me? Are you not going to explain about Krishna Radharani? Do you read the purport, Prabhu? What is your procedure?
Yes, Prabhu. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains that a mundane. Yes, Prabhu, you are.
Generally, you read all the purports, Prabhuji. How do you do?
We read one. This only small purport. We can read it.
Yes, we read. Yeah.
Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur explains that a mundane person being enriched by mundane affluences must always know that the transcendental affluences of an advanced devotee are far more important than the materialistic affluences of a person like himself. A materialistic person with material affluences should not be very proud or puffed up before a transcendental devotee. If one approaches a transcendental devotee on the strength of one's material heritage, affluence, education, and beauty, and does not offer respect to the advanced devotee of the Lord, the Vaishnava devotee may offer formal respect to such a materially puffed person, but he may not deliver transcendental knowledge to him. Indeed, the devotee sees him as a non-Brahmana or Shudra. Such a puffed up person cannot understand the signs of Krishna. A proud person is deceived in transcendental life, and despite having attained a human form, will again glide into hellish conditions. By his personal example, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains how one should be submissive and humble before a Vaishnava, even though one may be situated on a high platform. Such is the teaching of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Acharya of the world, the supreme spiritual master and teacher. Hare Krishna.
It's such a wonderful purport, actually. That Srila Prabhupada here is highlighting the nature of a devotee. That's what we're discussing, actually. That how we should present ourselves as a fool. Although whatever our material qualification may be, if we really want a nectar from a devotee, if we go with a pride and we go with our opulences, then who is going to reveal to us? Who is going to correct us? Who is going to help us? So the devotee is very, very expert in hiding his glories. So that, expert devotees do this. So that other devotees will be comfortable in sharing with us, in correcting us, in helping us. So this secret of advancing Krishna consciousness, don't we remain as a fool whenever the senior devotees are there. We don't show our material opulences or education. We humbly listen, present ourselves humbly, so that they may guide us and instruct us and correct us. If somebody is offended by correction, the next time the devotee will be thinking twice, so should I really offer correction to this devotee because he got offended? It happens, right? So then we'll never get help from other devotees. The next provision. Okay. This is one of the most famous shlokas. So Srila Prabhupada has quoted this innumerable times. I think would like to repeat all of you. Kiva vipra kiva nyasi shudra kene naya.
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 Yehi Krishna tattva veta sei guru haya.
Ye Krishna tattva veta se guru haya.
Yehi Krishna tattva veta sei guru haya.
Ye Krishna
tattva veta sei guru haya.
Kiva vipra kiva nyasi shudra kene naya. So we have no such kind of material distinction. When you want to hear Krishna Katha, anybody who can help us learn Krishna Katha, he's our guru. You might know about, let's read the translation. Whether one is Brahmana, Sannyasi or Shudra, regardless of what he is, he can become spiritual master if he knows the science of Krishna. For a moment, can you stop, Prabhuji? Or we'll read the purport, but we'll just discuss a little bit and again we'll read the purport.
You want to read the purport, Prabhu?
We'll read this purport, just we'll discuss a little bit and then come back to the purport. Yeah. So,
okay.
You must know his well as Radha Govind Swami Maharaj. How expert he is in Krishna Katha. How many hundreds of times he must have done Krishna Katha. But recently I was hearing, some time back, like he goes to so many holy places. Let's say he goes to Brahmanda Ghat. After going to Brahmanda Ghat, anybody there who comes along with him, servant, some boy, somebody. He'll ask that devotee, can you please tell what pastime happened here? Not, oh, I already know some pastime happened. Oh, Mother Yashoda opened mouth of Krishna and they were immersed in his mouth. I know that. So we think like that. Maharaj, when he goes, he asks the devotee, can you please tell this pastime? And the devotee will do the pastime. And this doesn't happen for one day. He will go every single day to Brahman Ghat for 1 month. And every single day he will ask, can you please tell the pastime of this place? And he'll be hearing that pastime attentively. Who? He's only Radha Govind Swami Maharaj. He's a Srila Prabhupada disciple who is such a great scholar of Srimad Bhagavatam. He's learned Bhagavatam right from his birth. And his grace Amrendra Prabhu kind of devotees, Lal Govind Prabhu, Amrendra Prabhu, they're all disciples of His Holiness Radha Govind Swami Maharaj. And Maharaj will go to Brahman Ghat and every day he'll ask, can you please tell the story of Krishna, what happened here? To any new devotee. And he'll hear from such a devotee. So that should be one's eagerness actually. The great souls are exemplifying that. What should be your consciousness? Kiva Vipra, Kiva Nyasi, Shudra Kenanai, hey, Krishna, Tattva Veta, say Guru Hai. Please read the translation.
Whether one is a Brahmana, a sannyasi, or a Sudra, regardless of what he is, he can become a spiritual master if he knows the signs of Krishna.
You're reading the Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu. You will read the purport also, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Okay. Purport by this Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This verse is very important to the Krishna consciousness movement. In his Amrita Pravaha Bhashya, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains that one should not think that because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in a Brahmana and was situated in the topmost spiritual order as a sannyasi, it was improper for him to receive instructions from Srila Ramananda Rai, who belonged to the Shudra caste. To clarify this matter, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informed Ramananda Rai that knowledge of Krishna consciousness is more important than caste. In the system of Varnashrama Dharma, there are various duties for the Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Actually, the Brahmanas is supposed to be the spiritual master of all other Varnas or classes. But as far as Krishna consciousness is concerned, everyone is capable of becoming a spiritual master because knowledge in Krishna consciousness is on the platform of spirit soul. To spread Krishna consciousness, one need only to be cognizant of the signs of the spirit soul. It does not matter whether one is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Sannyasi, Grahastha, or whatever. If one simply understands these signs, he can become a spiritual master. It is stated in the Hari Bhakti Vilas that one should not accept initiation from a person who is not in the Brahminical order if there is a fit person in the Brahminical order present. This instruction is meant for those who are overly dependent on the mundane social order and is suitable for those who want to remain in mundane life. If one understands the truth of Krishna consciousness and seriously desire to attain transcendental knowledge for the perfection of life, he can accept a spiritual master from any social status, provided the spiritual master is fully conversant with the signs of Krishna. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also states that although one is situated as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, Grahastha, or Sannyasi, if he is conversant in the signs of Krishna, he can become a spiritual master as Varta Prataksha Guru, Diksha Guru, or Siksha Guru. The spiritual master who first gives information about spiritual life is called Vartma Pradakshaka Guru. The spiritual master who initiates according to the regulations of the Shastras is called Diksha Guru. And the spiritual master who gives instruction for elevation is called Siksha Guru. Actually, the qualifications of a spiritual master depend on his knowledge of signs of Krishna. It does not matter whether he is a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Sannyasi, or Shudra. This injunction given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not at all against the injunction of the Shastra. In the Padma Purana, it is said that Na Sudra Bhagavat Bhaktastipi Api Bhagavatottamaha Sarva Varneshu Te Sudra Ayena Bhakta Janardane. One who is actually advanced in spiritual knowledge of Krishna is never a Shudra, even though he may have been born in a Shudra family. However, even a Vipra or a Brahmana is very expert in the 6 Brahminical activities, Patana, Patana, Yajana, Dana, Pratigraha, and also well versed in the Vedic hymns. He cannot become a spiritual master unless he is a Vaishnava. But if one is born in the family of a Chandala, yet he is well versed in Krishna consciousness, he can become a Guru. These are the Sastric injunctions, and strictly following this injunction, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a Grahastha named Sri Vishwambara was initiated by a sannyasi guru named Ishwarapuri. Similarly, Sri Nityananda... Yes, bro.
But yes, Prabhuji. We'll read little more. Yeah, but before reading, yeah, Srila Prabhupada is telling here, very important. With those who are followers of Ritvik system, they will not like this purport, because Prabhupada is talking here, everyone is capable of becoming a spiritual master because knowledge in Krishna consciousness is on the platform of spirit soul. Everyone, Prabhupada is not telling only one person can become Krishna consciousness. No, only one person can become Guru. It's like everyone can become spiritual master. As soon as you know science of Krishna, you can become spiritual master. To spread Krishna consciousness, one need only be cognizant of science of the spirit soul. It does not matter whether one is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Sannyasi, Grastha, or whatever. But simply understand this science, he can become spiritual master. So one Srila Prabhupada asked, how many gurus, right? How many people become guru? He said every single person. Who should initiate? Everybody initiate. So anybody who has understood the science of Krishna is capable of becoming a spiritual master. I was just paraphrasing. But yeah, in that spirit, Srila Prabhupada said everyone is qualified to become spiritual master, as far as one knows the science of Krishna consciousness. And it will live different. Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. Yeah, generally a regular Shiksha Guru becomes Diksha Guru over the period of time. Yeah, so this is very important, because when ISKCON devotees came to India, many people are criticizing ISKCON that these people are not Brahmanas, they're not initiated in Brahminical, they're not taken birth in Brahminical lines, or these people are foreigners and they had all these habits. But actually, anybody who has taken to Krishna Bhakti and cultivated love for Krishna, or one who knows the science of Krishna, actually is capable of becoming a spiritual master. And these are not words of ordinary person. Actually, these are words of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. And so many examples are given by Srila Prabhupada. Madhavendra Puri was sannyasi, but he initiated Sri Nityananda Prabhu. And Advaita Acharya was initiated by Madhavendra Puri. Yeah. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one second. Sri Vishwambara was initiated by sannyasi Guru named Ishwar Puri. Similarly, so anybody who knows the science of Krishna, basically, he becomes a guru. Although even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Lord, he also takes a position of a disciple, and he learns the science from accepting Guru who has learned the science of Krishna. He's accepting Guru. He's teaching his own example that one should accept a Guru. Okay, can you read, Prabhuji, what is remaining? Is done?
Yes, bro. No, bro. Little more is there. Maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs are there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Prabhu. From here, according to others, however, he was initiated by Lakshmipati Tirtha. So this for similarly, Sri Nityananda Prabhu was initiated by Madhavendra Puri, a sannyasi. According to others, however, he was initiated by Lakshmipati Tirtha. Advaita Acharya, although a Grastha, was initiated by Madhavendra Puri, and Sri Rasikananda, although born in a Brahmana family, was initiated by Sri Shamananda Prabhu, who was not born in a caste Brahmana family. There are many instances in which a born Brahmana took initiation from a person who was not born in a Brahmana family. The Brahminical symptoms are explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.11.35, wherein it is stated, Yasya Lakshanam Proktam Pumso Varna Manchakam Yet Anyatrapi Drishyate Tat Tenaiva Vinit Dishet. If a person is born in a Sutra family but has all the qualities of a spiritual master, he should be accepted not only as a Brahmana but as a qualified spiritual master also. This is also the instruction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur therefore introduced a sacred thread ceremony for all Vaishnavas according to the rules and regulations. Sometimes a Vaishnava who is a Bhajananandi does not take the Savitra Samskara, sacred thread initiation, but this does not mean that this system should be used for preaching work. There are two kinds of Vaishnavas, Bhajananandi and Goshtanandi. A Bhajananandi is not interested in preaching work, but a Goshtanandi is interested in spreading Krishna consciousness to the benefit of people and increase the number of Vaishnavas. A Vaishnava is understood to be above the position of a Brahmana. As a preacher, he should be recognized as a Brahmana. Otherwise, there may be a misunderstanding of his position as a Vaishnava. However, a Vaishnava Brahmana is not selected on the basis of his birth, but according to his qualities. Unfortunately, those who are unintelligent do not know the difference between a Brahmana and a Vaishnava. They are under the impression that unless one is a Brahmana, he cannot be a spiritual master. For this reason, only Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes this statement in this verse. Kiba vipra kiba nyasi sudra kenna ye Krishna tattva veta say Guru hai.
Prabhuji,
Yes, Prabhu.
because just 5 minutes are
Last,
remaining. You want
last
to
paragraph. There are
or
only,
you
this
want
is
to
the
give
last
for
paragraph.
you want to ask for giving questions otherwise?
Yes, Prabhu. Up to you, Prabhu.
Yeah, like instead of 5 minutes, if any questions are there, probably the questions can be
Sure,
asked.
sure. Prabhu, I have a question.
Yes.
When Prabhupada is giving so much clear-cut explanation about the spiritual master's position that anybody can become, it's very crystal clear. Why the people from the Ritviks, they do not accept these statements are very clear. And Prabhupada says that anyone can, if they know the science of Krishna, they can become spiritual master. However, they only accept up to Srila Prabhupada and they do not accept the others who are sincerely following the teachings of Prabhupada. When there is a Shastric evidence.
Yes. But somebody who is Maya Aparta
Hare
Jnana,
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, please repeat question. I could not hear properly.
why he is asking the question, why, if such a clear-cut instruction is there in scriptures, that anybody can be spiritual master, why do there are people like Ritviks who say that only Srila Prabhupada can be spiritual master? They don't accept it.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Understood question, Prabhu.
Yeah. So unfortunately, what we can say that if somebody has already decided to close their ears and not understand and not hear, then who can explain actually? So they are not seeing this actually. They are not open to this, and they're bent upon misreading a letter because the letter said henceforward. That means that as long as Srila Prabhupada is there, the Ritviks will do. Srila Prabhupada will be Guru. Actually, the Ritviks will carry out initiation. So henceforward was not permanent arrangement. That was just a temporary arrangement. But because of their other reasons, which probably we were not able to discuss here. But because of other reasons, then they made this philosophy as cover, shield, to be separate from ISKCON, for not accepting the authority of GBC. So reason is something else.
Understood, bro. Thank you, bro. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions to Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
No questions? Any reflections? If there are no questions.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
This even Upadeshamrita, next of instruction also says, no, like Pajo Megam, Manaso, Krodha Vegam, Jihva Vegam, Dramastu.
Yes.
So that is the only qualification told about, nothing else.
Yeah. Yes, well, you can make
I
disciples.
think yes. So traditionally, there was still there is a trend to accept only the caste Brahmanas. That is so much deep-rooted in the hearts of people. They are not using the instruction from the scripture.
So it's our responsibility actually. People
Yes.
deep-rooted because we are not yet properly preached. So it's our responsibility to help people understand the actual instruction of scriptures. Means whenever there is a problem in society, partially we also see that we are also kind of responsible, that we have not been able to preach, we have not been able to that pure, that to transform their hearts actually. And we should take it up to as many people as possible. We can try to share the right instructions from scriptures. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. That is it's a great responsibility, in fact, to give the Shastra as it is.
Yeah. At least basic philosophy should be known by every person actually. At least Indians and if possible, everybody in the world. You know, what is the basic philosophy of Krishna consciousness? Who is God? Who are we? What is our relationship? What is this material world? Why we here? To go back to what basic philosophy. So everyone should know ideally who is a guru, how is to be accepted as guru. Okay, so we'll read the last purport then, just which is remaining, and then we close.
Okay, Prabhu. So, if one becomes a guru, he is automatically a Brahmana. Sometimes a caste guru says that Ye Krishna Tattva Veta, say Guru Hai, means that one who is not a Brahmana may become a Siksha Guru or a Vartama Pradakshaka Guru, but not an initiator Guru. According to such caste gurus, birth and family ties are considered foremost. However, the hereditary consideration is not acceptable to Vaishnavas. The word Guru is equally applicable to Vartama Pradakshaka Guru, Siksha Guru, and Diksha Guru. Unless we accept the principle initiated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Krishna conscious movement cannot be spread all over the world. According to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's intention, Prithivite Achiyate Nagaradi Gram Sarvatra Prachare Haiva Moranam. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cult must be preached all over the world. This does not mean that the people should take to his teachings and remain Shudras or Chandalas. As soon as one is trained as a pure Vaishnava, he must be accepted as a bona fide Brahmana.
Here,
this is the essence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions in this verse. Hare Krishna.
Here they are talking about same, like even the Ritvik say same. That here Prabhupada is writing, some people say that if somebody is not a Brahmana, he may become Shiksha Guru or Pradakshaka Guru, but not initiator Guru. According to such case, Guru's birth and family ties are considered foremost. Srila Prabhupada himself is refuting actually that argument. And anybody who knows, not only Shiksha Guru, is Diksha Guru Prabhupada is telling.
Prabhuji, I think network got disconnected. So Darshan was there, Prabhu. I think maybe Prabhuji's net connection, right?
Yeah. Just we'll wait one minute.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu,
Just
yes. Yeah.
we'll just conclude. So some people say Guru means here is mentioned is Shiksha Guru, not Diksha Guru. People put all these things, right? But Prabhupada himself is telling not only Shiksha Guru or Vartama Padaksha Guru, Diksha Guru. Anybody who knows science of Krishna, he can be Diksha Guru, not only Shiksha Guru. So Prabhupada is so kind actually. He's made everything clear. Okay. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Kanadish Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
Jai.
Kanadish, right?
Kanadish. Would you please give us 1 minute, Prabhu? We want to thank you formally. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for giving your time, and in spite of your busy schedule.
It's in very short notice.
You are given your association to us, which is very really, we express our gratitude, and we please keep us in your prayers, Prabhu. So to practice this, whatever we are hearing from Chaitanya Charitamrita, to cultivate that Vaishnava qualities also. So thank you, Prabhu, and hope we'll have the association more in coming future and coming weeks also. Thank you very much, Prabhu. And on behalf of all assembled devotees, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Prabhu for giving this wonderful session by taking the shelter of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपा सिन्धु व्यवच पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
वैष्णवेभ्यो
अनंत
अनंत
कोटि
कोटि
वैष्णव भक्त की
वैष्णव
जय,
की
श्रील
जय, श्रील
प्रभुपाद की
प्रभुपाद
जय,
की
श्री
जय,
ठाकुर
श्री
महाराज
महाराज
की
की
जय,
जय।
नित्याय गौर प्रेमानंदे।
हृदय
हरे
में
हरि बोल,
जय।
हरे कृष्णा
चैतन्य
भगवान हरे
चरितामृतम
कृष्णा।
की जय।